But yeah, even after lots of delays and surprises, I'm still here before sunrise. So technically, this is still January 13th, July 13th, observance for the Day of Ra. Having a lot of technical difficulties. If you've been trying to go to the page to make the donation, there's something wrong with the link. But I'm working on it. I do have some exciting news, however, which is one of the reasons why I'm late. Oh, step on. I finally got my Sapriwa tuned. So this will be the first time that I have been playing with it. Let's see, how is it right now? It changes a lot. So it's almost ready. If I keep messing with it, I'll be here all time. Well, it's close enough. Anyway, let's get started before it's already the new year. So this is a Nutarian observance of the Kemetic New Year in honor of Sirius rising. It's a terrible background. And it's the birth of Ra. So we just have a brief wisdom teachings, devotion, and meditation. And you can find the manual for this 8-day event of Kemetic devotion at lightbeingwellness.com/rising-with-series-a-kemetic-new-year-devotional. And the link will be somewhere around here. I'm asking for, a donation, and then you receive it's a 55-page document jam-packed with wisdom, links to music, suggestions for your altar, just a lot of information for all 8 days, 8 cosmic forces of nature leading up to the Sirius rising, which is between July 20th and 23rd, due to precession with equinox. It's around that time. And if you're coming into this late, it doesn't really matter what day you start. It's 8 days, and then on that 8th day, you should be able to see Sirius. Or you're like me, if you just start, the regular time. And August 11th is when you can see Sirius rise in Chicago. If you go to the webpage, there's a link where you can see what day Sirius rises in your area. Okay. Ooh. Oh, it's my phone. Yeah, I'm having trouble getting the links to work, so I've got a lot to do before it's over. Uh-oh. This out of the picture. All right, so we're just going to have a brief devotion session, and then I'll be back with the next one for Asar. So this is for Ra. Looks like I'm not quite ready. Okay. Right back. Oh my gosh. That's one of the things I'm working on this year is letting go of my attachment to time and just knowing and trusting in divine time, Sirius time. It's like in Sirius time, the new day doesn't begin until sunrise. That's why technically I'm still in order. There's always some things that come up, you know? All right, here we go. Lighting up the candle. Let me see if I can get a different angle for this YouTube transmission. Oh my goodness. And that's a weird angle. Oops. Like I said, you can just choose when you're going to start your 8 days. And then did you view a Sirius sunrise or before sunrise, heliacal rising of Sirius? It's an amazing feeling when I see it again. After I missed it. Okay. That's not much better, is it? I want you to be able to see the altar. I'm just going to put it back the way it was. Just a few more minutes. Okay. Altar, not my messy house. Okay. All right, here we go. So, lighting of the candle represents the Aku, the divine light within that is to be awakened. It's the only candle I have left. Out of incense, of course. So I use sage and Palo Santo. Purification. Fragrance of our personality, which exudes with the divine odor as it rises up, attracts, and communes with the divine. Just keep checking it. Libation, purified water, from one container to the next, silently, continuously symbolizing the one pointed pole of the mind towards the divine. Earth, I have these beautiful yellow flowers in honor of Ra from the front yard. Put those there. Okay, you can't see them. Here. Otepi nesunetera, anpu apwat neptajase pekeru kakaped, sineterari makeru. Otepi nesunetera, anpu apwat neptajase pekeru kakaped, sineterari makeru. Otepi nesunetera, anpu apwat neptajase pekeru kakaped, Sineter ari makeru, otebdi nesunetera, anpu epwat neptaja sepekeru kakapet, sineter ari makeru. Offering is given to the Supreme Divinity. Anpu prepared to travel. What? Opener of the lands. Lord of the sacred land. The spoken offering is 1,000 beef, complete maleness, and 1,000 geese, complete femaleness. This causes the divine to make one true of speech. And the translations and everything are in the manual. I'm just going to move through it since I'm a little late. All right, now, Anpu offering. Oh, Anpu, opener of the ways. Oh, Anpu, opener of the ways. Remove obstacles from my success in my spiritual practice. Oh, Anpu, opener of the ways. Oh, Anpu, opener of the ways. Lead souls to the narrow pathway to know the difference between you and unreal. Oh, Anpu, opener of the ways. Oh, Anpu, opener of the ways. Treasures between heaven and hell. Ways like it's not golden as a day. If we watch your body, night is my day. Oh, Anpu, opener of the ways. Oh, Anpu, opener of the ways. May Anpu make my thoughts burn, so that I may stand upon them. Oh, Anpu, opener of the ways. Oh, Anpu, opener of the ways. I wash myself in the water, where Anpu washed himself, where he was the officer of the bomber and the picture. Oh, Anpu, opener of the ways. Oh, Anpu, opener of the ways. My lips are the lips of Anpu. 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 And then the chant we recite before readings from the Purhimuru. Never just play a drum here. Let's see if I remember how to play it on the harp. I didn't practice this one. So I announced before, this is the first day that I've got my harp somewhat tuned. There it is. Oh. It's still not quite tuned. I'm still going to play it. Still got a lot of work to do. It's not right. Let's see. I'm going to have to move on. So that's why I'm working on it. I really want to play it though. Nope, not yet. It's so close. Okay, sorry. So we're just going to have a few chants and then the wisdom teachings from the Purhimuru. So let's have a few chants. Let me try this other one. I worked on it and it sounded okay. Let's see. know. I kept doing everything I kept in bed. On the desk, rock ATM kept around. Sorry. Kept around, get my Kake ubenke pasik buke. Katiem suten dataru. Irinek mutnun ariem irinini. Manu ematep tuma ateta. Duna kep dubenep emaket bed. On the test, I KTM Kepara. Kepara, Kiman, Netaru. Kake, Ubenke, Pasit Muke. Not yet. KTM, Suten, Netaru. Any neck, mood, mood, Ariem, any ding. Manu Imatep to my Ateta. All right. Yeah, it's almost tuned. Not quite exactly. Okay, let me go get the translation. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I spent a lot of time getting that manual together, so I hope you all enjoy it. It's really a lot of work. Okay. This is the opening prayer A from the ancient Egyptian book of Coming Forth by Day. Adorations to Ra when he rises in horizon eastern. Homage to Ra, coming forth as Kepra. Kepra, greater of the gods and goddesses. Rising thee, shining thee, lighting up thy mother. Rising as Lord, king of the gods and goddesses. Your mother Nut does an act of worship to you with both arms. Manu, the western horizon, receives thee in peace. And Ma'at embraces thee at the double season perennially. Okay, so the reading for today. Oh gosh, it's not on this phone. It's over here. Okay. So I guess I could share my screen. Oops, sorry. Okay, so we're good rising, great awakenings. I'm pulling up the reading here. Window. There we go. Okay, I have it on the screen. Yeah, okay, great. All right, so we're going to have a reading for the birth of Ra, even though it's already time for the birth of Heru. We're not going to let that stop us. So here is a gloss, which is Seba Ma's interpretation of the prayer that was just read. So here's the reading for today. Gloss on the hymn to Ra, its meaning and mystical significance. Let's push this up here. The invocatory hymn of any scripture is an important part of the overall feeling of the spiritual tradition. Ra, of course, symbolizes the higher self, the supreme being, God. The invocation of God is a form of prayer or devotional expression towards the divine, but at the same time, it is a form of propitiation. In essence, prayer can be understood as talking to God, but the hymn goes a step further. Most times in modern culture, people pray in order to ask for something. Sometimes people want God to help them with a problem in their life. Sometimes this prayer is for good luck. Sometimes the prayer is asking for the right numbers to the lottery. At other times, the prayer is for deliverance from some ordeal. in life. But how often do people pray for deliverance from human life to show them the way to achieve spiritual enlightenment? This is appellations of Ra as he rises in the morning. This is not easily. He illumines all the earth, all the human beings, all life. Right? All life to be. Ra is the source from which all of the gods and goddesses, all life, all human beings, etc., emanate. He sustains creation by establishing Ma'at and Jehuti. Ma'at as he moves through the creation. It is especially acknowledged that Ra is not only the illuminer of the physical world, but also the kingdom of the dead. This signifies that Ra, ancient Kemetic mythology holds that there are three realms of existence. These are the physical, the astral plane, the duat, and heaven, pet. Just as the universe has three realms, it has three bodies. These are the physical body, the astral body, and the causal body. The physical realm is the place where human beings experience the physical body and the sense organs. The astral realm is where the subtle mind and subtle senses operate. The causal body is the level of the mind, where impressions are related to one's past experiences and desires for the future are stored. Okay, and I want to add that Seva teaches us that we actually have three minds. We have our limited mind in our brain. It's our ego. This is where ego is. So we shouldn't listen to it unless it's telling us to eat or we're in danger or things like that, like the physical realm. And then our infinite mind is what is projecting this experience that we're having right now. The infinite mind is limitless, unlimited. And then the cosmic mind of Jehudi is what fills the infinite mind when we're in tune, when we're aligned. Okay. So at the manual, we have some diagrams of sunrise when Sirius can be visible. We have images of Ra. And I guess it's time for some more music and chanting. So let's see what else we have scheduled here. Okay, yeah, this is a good one. Oh, wait, I missed one. I missed a couple. Let's go back. Okay. To Rakef. And we did Om Amun Rakata earlier. So, screen. Puja. All right, so we're going to keep going with some music and chanting. Puja, dua for your presence and your gifts. All right. So unfortunately, my harp is not quite ready for this presentation, but I worked on it. So let's see if this one works. I'm so glad that it's almost ready. I really missed playing music and going live and all that. It's always about getting in tune, isn't it? Every day. This is the harp I'm trying to play right now. Dua Kepura, Dua Ratim. Dua Kepura, Dua Ratim. Dua Kepura, Dua Timra. Dua Kepura, Dua Timra. Dua Kapra, Dua, Dua Ratim. Dua Kapra, Dua, Dua Timra. Kapra, the rising sun in the east. Rather midday sun, so high in the sky, so strong. Timora to the west, the sunset. Dua Kapra, Dua, Dua Tim. Dua Kapra, Dua, Dua Timra. Dua Kapra, Dua, Dua Tim. Dua Kapra, Dua, Dua Timra. All right, do a ra, do a ra. Yeah, so that song illustrates how there's three aspects to Ra. There's the sunrise, the beginning of the day. That's the creator. Kepra is the creator. Everybody thinks Ra is the creator, but Ra is simply creation. Then we have Ra, creation. Oh my goodness. And then we have Ratem, the end of creation, the end of the day. So those are the three aspects. So everything has a beginning, middle, and end. Life and the day. Things in the camera. Okay. Do a Ra. And let's see, we have the good old standard. Do a Ra, do a Ra, do a Ra, Kepra. Do a Ra, do a Ra, do a Ra, Kepra. Do a Ra, do a Ra, do a Ra, Kepra. Do a Ra, do a Ra, do a Ra, Kepra. And the one I was looking forward to. And so there's some other songs about Ra you can access if you get the PDF file. This is a good one. It's from the Teachings of Aset, Teachings of Ra, the Myth of Ra and Aset. And so the chant that we did earlier, Dua Ra, Kepra, Dua Kepra, Ra Tem, shows the three aspects of Ra, beginning, middle, and end. And then the Neterti deals with the dual consciousness of Ra, or of creation. It's the divine consciousness, which is Kepra, and absolute creativity, which is Ra. So we're in a duality. So we have the creator and we have creation. And so here's a chant with that. And then, I'm going to work on getting the harp in tune by the end of the week so we can have the music that goes with these beautiful songs. Let's see, what can we do with this one? So close. So I'm very grateful for that. to consciousness. The Kemetic to consciousness. The Kemetic to consciousness. The Kemetic absolute creativity. The Kemetic absolute creativity. The Kemetic absolute creativity. The Kemetic absolute creativity. Do a raw tap. The lyrics from here. Oh, but I know I can find them. Okay. Here. Band camp. Good old band camp. Okay. All right. So if you go to the handout, which is available at lightbeingwellness.com/rising-with-Sirius, you have access to the lyrics and the translations. It's not showing up. There you go. This is a passage from Dr. Ashby's work on the Temple of Aset wisdom teachings. So I'm just going to read the translation. So this is when Aset was going through her experiences where she decided she was fed up with being a normal human, a normal woman, and she wanted to be like Ra. She wanted to transform herself into a goddess. And we'll be going more over her wisdom teachings on the day for Aset, which I believe is the 17th. But this session is about Ra, and I'll be back in a few hours with the session for Asar. So this is when she decided she wanted to be like Ra. So here's the translation. She didn't want to be ignorant while on earth. In effect, she wants to be like Ra, that is to become divine as Ra, a divinity as he, by appropriating for myself. So this is what we're doing. We're asking to be like Ra. We want to know how to transform ourselves into a god or goddess. So even though this is Aset's thinking or Aset's plan, she's left these instructions for us. If we follow them, we can have the same elevation in life. Appropriating for myself the divine knowledge as he has, and then on earth, even while alive. She's like, why do I have to die to become enlightened? Why can't I be enlightened in my life? And then on earth, even while alive, I could be a goddess. Aset thought deeply about the issue, which means she was concentrating and meditating. Then more deeply, now going into the depths of her own heart, is meditation, because in our hearts, we have a deep chamber of meditative peace. into the depths of her own heart and concluded it should be possible to accomplish this lofty goal by becoming wise as to the divine name of Ra, the exalted name, the saintly, virtuous, spiritual name of Ra. And so if you study the teachings from the teachings of Aset, you will learn how she was able to go through this process and how we can also. So this chant or this song is in honor of this process for us all to make the transformation from being a mortal man or woman into a god or goddess. And I usually play this with my reggae band. Let's see if this heart will cooperate today. Tommy Ra, Arigata, Tommy Ra, Arigata, Tommy Ra, Arigata, Tommy Ra, Arigata, hold on a minute. Sure, I haven't sung this song in so long. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Set him upset. 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 Eric ran a tear sea. 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 Eric ran a tear Tommy Ra. Tommy Ra, okay, wow. That was beautiful. I've never played that on the harp. I think I messed up the words. Let me read it outside. Tommy Ra, Arigirta. Tommy Ra, Arigirta Natir. Ka setem ab set. When I go ab, that's the heart, like the feather of Ma'at. Ab is heart. Ka setem ab set. Ka setem ab set. And then Erek ran the Tershepsi. Erek ran the Tershepsi. Let me read the translation again. Do I have to remain ignorant while on earth? In effect, I don't want to remain ignorant while on earth. In effect, I want to be like Ra. That is, to become divine as he, a divinity as he, by appropriating for myself the divine knowledge as he, and then on earth, even while alive, I could be a goddess. Aset thought deeply about this issue, concentration, then more deeply, now going into the depths of her own heart, meditation, and concluded, that's the Ka Setem Ab set, concluded that it should be possible to accomplish this lofty goal to become wise as to the name of the divine. So in the myth, Aset goes to Ra, she tricks him, right? I guess it's Ra, I can talk about it. She tricks him because she wants to know his name. He won't tell her his name, because if you know the name of something, you know their essence. And so she believed that if she knew the name of Ra, she could become like Ra. And he was like, no, if I tell you my name, then you'll be able to become like me. And I can't have my gods and goddesses knowing how to have my power. He didn't want them. He was like, was it gaslighting the gods and goddesses? So she made this sacred Tapi Shepsi. It was serpent made out of this moisture from Ra and the earth. And she laid it in his path. And as he was, observing his creation, he was bitten by the snake. He was poisoned and he was dying. I made the joke that he had COVID because I was taking this class while we were, not supposed to say that. Oh my gosh. He had a high fever. He had the shakes, runny nose. He thought he was going to die. And all the gods and goddesses are crying. Their eyes are leaking. They don't know what's wrong with him because it's a man-made illness. So there's no cure. And so Aset comes by. Oh, Ra, I see you have a cold. What's wrong? You need some Excedrin. You need some ibuprofen. What's going on? And he's like, I don't know. I think I'm dying. The snake bit me and I'm poisoned and I know one has a cure. And she says, well, if you tell me your name, I'll give you the antidote. I have the antidote right here. And he's like, no way, I'm not going to tell you my name. Why can't you just be content being a normal human? You have the sun, you have the air, you have grass, you have food. In modern times, you have Shopify, you have Amazon, you have Walmart, you have Cash App. Why do you need to be a goddess? You have people working all over the world like slaves so that you can have cheap clothing made in China. You don't need to be a goddess. That's me adding my modern commentary. And she's like, well, if you don't mind dying, I don't mind. I'll just stay right here. I'll be a human, but you'll be dead. All the world will die without the sun. So he reconsiders, like, okay, I'll tell you my name, right? So if you study the myth of Ra and Aset, you will learn the teachings that she left for us. And we'll be going into detail on the 8th. This is a short session because I'm behind schedule. So that's Tommy Ra. And let me see if there's another musical offering for today that I didn't. And that song has not been officially released, but you can find it on Bandcamp. Okay, we did the sound healing earlier today, and I'm going to post a clip of that. And let's talk about the heliacal rising of Sirius. So that's why we're having this celebration, is because Sirius and the sun are rising together. Right now, we can't see it. The sun and Jupiter are in Gemini, which is the sacred hoop, which consists of Gemini, the great dog, Sirius, Orion, Asar, the Pleiades, and Taurus. So we can't see them right now, but in a few days, or depending on your location, you'll be able to see Sirius. So the heliacal rising of Sirius, the brightest star in the night sky, occurs when it first becomes visible in the eastern sky just before sunrise after a period of invisibility due to its proximity of the sun. And just so you know, all the stars do this, not just Sirius, but Sirius is the one where we like miss seeing her in the sky because she represents God, as I said, our intuition. And she's the brightest star in the sky. So in Chicago, this event is predicted to happen around August 11th. This is when the star will emerge from the dawn twilight, marking its return to the morning sky after being hidden by the sun's glare. So if you download the manual, you'll have access to these links. But when it's https colon / when the curves line up.com 2025. Well, anyway, heliacal rising of Sirius. So if you go to get the manual, you'll have access to this webpage. Okay. And yep. Okay. So now we're going to have a brief meditation, right? Let me see. We did wisdom teachings, music, chanting. We did the yoga posture. We did sound healing. We did self-care. So now we're going to have meditation. Turn out the lights. The sun is coming up, so it should be a nice vibe. Okay. All right. Okay. So I had an idea for the meditation. I guess I'll stick to my original plan. It's from the Glorious Light Meditation. That's the oldest codified meditation in existence. I'm not certified to teach this meditation, and I don't know it all the steps, but I like to chant, and it puts me in a really good mindset. So anyone that is certified, I apologize for not being able to follow it precisely. But I encourage you to look it up. I've added it to the manual, the resource, the PDF, so you can master it on your own. Okay, so get in a comfortable seated position. You can be in the lotus posture, or you can lay down. We're going to take a few deep breaths together, inhaling, allowing your abdominal area to expand. Solar plexus, let your lungs fill up. Inhale all the way to the crown chakra. Hold it for a moment and relax, and allowing your abdominal area to cave in until your abdominal is almost touching your spine. Another inhalation. Hold it for 4. Exhale for 7. Another one. And inhale for 4. Hold it for 4. Exhale for 7. Right now, I'd like you to visualize yourself seated at the center of the symbol for the sun. It's a circle with a dot in the middle. So you are seated at the very center of the sun. And like I said, this isn't the exact Glorious Light meditation system practice. This is the one I do. So we're just going to chant the chant. You can learn the words just by listening to me. I'm going to chant together for a while. So first we're going to visualize the sun expanding like a great red giant. Nukekau, nukraku, nukbara, nukekau. I am the sacred words of power. I am the light of Ra. I am the soul of Ra. I am the sacred words of power. Nukekau, nukraku, nukbara, expanding. Visualize your light is expanding, growing, getting stronger and stronger, illuminating everything in your world. You are the light of Ra in your creation. Nukekau, nukraku, nukbara, nukekau. And now this light is so strong and bright that it's illuminating the darkest corners, those areas of your life that have been hidden away or forgotten about, or they're too painful to deal with, so they're just hidden in the shadows. But on this day, in this moment, you're shining your light like a tractor beam to pull out every toxic thought, painful memory, the shadow work. We are uncovering the shadows in our mind, in our creation and manifestation. Nukekau, nukraku, nukbara, nukekau. Nukekau, nukbaraku, nukraku, nukbara, nukekau. All the trauma, the broken hearts, the wounded heart, the heavy heart. The heart is too heavy, heart is heavier than the feather. The loss, the grief, the sadness, everything is being illuminated with the light of Ra. Nukeka, nukraku, nukbara, nukekau. Nukekau, nukraku, nukbara, nukekau. Nukekau, nukbaraku, nukbara, nukekau. Nukekau, nukraku, nukbara, nukekau. And now that everything is illuminated, everything that is no longer serving you has been revealed, uncovered, released, let go of. Now we start to pull our light back within. Our light is not diminishing, but we're just turning it deep within us. It's shrinking on the outer realm, but it's intensifying within. Nukekau, nukraku, nukbara, nukekau. Nukekau, nukraku, nukbara, nukekau. Nukekau, nukraku, nukbara, nukekau. The light is continuing to appear to be diminishing in the physical realm. It's strengthening in the internal realm. The light is shrinking and shrinking and shrinking until we're only at the center of this symbol of the sun. All of our energy is focused on that one central point within us. We're truly connected to ourself, to our higher self, to our divinity, to our royal personality. We're completely trusting as that one black dot, the center of a giant circle, the symbol of Ra. It's the source of all our power. This one tiny dot. Nukekau, nukraku, nukbara, nukekau. Nukekau, nukraku, nukbara, nukekau. Nukekau, nukraku, nukbara, nukekau. Nukekau, nukraku, nukbara, nukekau. Now let's remain in silence for a few moments. Totally focused on that central inner light deep within us. Peace, peace, peace. All right. That concludes our presentation for the birth of Ra for the Kemetic New Year, Sirius Rising. The year 38,792 officially begins on July 20th as the sun is moving into sidereal Cancer. If you'd like more information on this celebration, please go to my webpage at lifebeingwellness.com. I'll have the link somewhere on here. It's in my link tree. And you'll be able to review, watch the videos as they come through. And, if you're not able to start now, you can start on, I recommend August 1st, and then Sirius should be rising in your area around August 11th. And this has been a presentation of Osmology Temple of Divine Light Healing and Sweet Sounds. I'm going to post the videos from yesterday, and then I'll be back later today with the presentation for Asar. I wish I could tell you exactly what time these live streams will be, but I don't have that information at this time. Thank you so much. Dua Hatep. Let's have our closing. I didn't do the closing earlier. I'm going to do one now. I have so many. I know, I'm going to do the one from Chital Nectar. Amasu and Panater, Saksu and Panater, Alduanima, Keti Paharu. Amasu and Panater, Saksu and Panater, Alduanima, Keti Paharu. Amasu and Panater, Saksu and Panater, Alduanima, Keti Paharu. Amasu and Panater, Saksu and Panater, Alduanima, Keti Paharu. Give thyself to the divine. Keep thou thyself daily for the divine, and let tomorrow be as today. Thank you for the love. I'll be back in a few hours for Asar. Tap.